god of rock and roll. Are you there? It's me, Anthony. Anyway, I really want to be famous. I was wondering if maybe you could help me out with that?
No way, Yahweh, there is no God.
Oh. I'm sorry, who is this?
This is the Lord of the Underworld.
Oh, I must have the wrong number. I was trying to dial 7.
Well, I'm afraid you've dialed wrong, 'cause you've reached 666.
Wow, my mistake. But hey, since I have you on the phone, would you maybe consider becoming my manager? Or maybe you just have some advice on how to write a really big hit song. What do I do?
All you have to do is sing about me. Because the best way to sell art is with controversy. So let's all worship Satan together. It's just for business, not for pleasure. So let's all worship Satan together. It makes everyone's career so much better.
Okay, alright. I know what you're thinking. How could I ask the Prince of Darkness to be my manager? But look, all the stories you've heard about Satan, those are just rumors. You don't even know if they're true. And if Satan is really so bad, then why does he have so many nicknames? Where did those come from? He must have had at least a few friends. Oh, Lucifer, you old devil, you.
Let's all worship Satan together.
Okay, here's the thing. Even when they're not all that great, people just love songs about the devil. But even if this song becomes a really big hit, makes a lot of money, Satan will get paid most of the royalties. You know, that was the deal. But to hell with it. I'm not even worried about anything anymore. Plus, I already sold my soul to the devil, so I could get into heaven.
Let's all worship Satan together. It's just for right now, it's not forever. Let's all worship Satan together. When it goes out of fashion, never mind whatever. Drank so much coffee today that technically I am on cocaine. I have multiple personalities, but they are all exactly the same. My psychic friend has short-term memory loss, so she remembers tomorrow like it was today. And yesterday I spilled mustard on my mustard-colored jeans, and today there's an invisible stain. Oh no, oh no, oh no, where'd it go? Oh no, the stain appeared without a trace, and that'll never come out. same room together. Who the hell do they think they're fooling? I'm on to you. I can eat whatever I want. The calories don't count as long as I wear a disguise. Everybody has a birthday coming up. As long as they do not die, the revolution will be televised. In fact, you probably missed it 'cause it wasn't really advertised. I am a pessimistic narcissist. I always feel empty, but I'm full of myself half the time. I know, I don't know, oh no, I don't. I am perfect, but not every time. Oh, I thought the song was done. I am perfect, but not every time.
My sister gave me her new phone number the other day, but I'm pretty lazy, so I just keep using the old number instead. The woman who has that number now is my new sister, and we talk every day. Luckily, they're both named Stephanie, so I didn't even have to change her contact information in my phone. Sometimes I think that my old sister is still trying to reach me, but I don't answer calls from numbers I don't recognize. But anyway, while I was on the phone with Stephanie, she said that she just started doing yoga, and she feels better than ever. She said that I should try doing it too. And I never used to take advice from my old sister, but this time I thought, new sister, new me. But when I tried yoga, I pulled a muscle in my back. It was the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life. So I tried to call my doctor, but the number must have changed because some guy answered the phone instead. I said, can you recommend something for excruciating back pain? And he said, I think you have the wrong number. And I said, listen, you're my new doctor now and I need your help. What can I do to make my back stop hurting? And he said, I don't know. Have you tried doing yoga? I was so desperate for relief, so I tried it again. And this time, the pain went away instantly. It was incredible. So I called my new sister. I said, guess what? I did yoga. And she said, that's great. How do you feel? So I thought about it. And I said, actually, I feel about the same as before. What a waste of time.
Would you say if I asked you a rhetorical question, hypothetically? And what is the meaning of life? Tell
It's live time. We are live. What's up, Twitch? What's up, Zoom, everybody? I do have a camera. I can find it. Here it is. Ta-da!
Yay!
Happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to KO Comedy. You guys, we have a great show for you tonight. I'm very excited for it. But before we get into it, welcome, everybody. I am your tech tonight. I am Annie Dies-A-Lot, and I'm going to go over several things that we can all do to help this show go nice and smoothly. So let's do it. You guys, the very first thing, if you're in the Zoom room, turn on those mics and cameras. Just do it. Get those up there. Yeah. You guys, it definitely helps out if we can see your reactions, hear your reactions. Live feedback it's a blessing. Just do it. We know it's the internet. If you want to stay anonymous, go for it. But use those reactions down below at the bottom of your screen. We can still see how you're feeling. Yeah. So just do that. Twitch, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. We appreciate everybody over there. If you guys want to come be in the Zoom room, you are absolutely welcome. It is very easy. Go to kocomedy.com, sign up for the email. You should receive a link, not just for this show, but all of our shows. You guys, we have shows every night of the week. That's right. Sometimes we even have Zoom exclusive shows. So go get that email. Sign up for that email. Do it. And if you're here in the Zoom room and you want to see what's happening on Twitch, go for it. It's twitch.tv/Comedy Hub. We've got lots of fun people watching over there. We also have the world's worst AI comedian. That's right. Laughing Larry is in the chat. He's got awful. He got an attitude since we had to reset him last week. So he's not the nicest anymore, you guys. We're working on that one. We've got to turn in the algorithm.
Now he's bad and mean.
Yeah, now he sucks and he's an asshole. So that's what we got with Laughing Larry. If you guys want to talk to Laughing Larry, it's really easy. Just type @LaughingLarryAI, followed by your comment, and he will respond. Let's see. That Sarah Green says, at Laughing Larry, how are you today? Laughing Larry AI says, I'm as good as a hangover after a bad decision. You know, the usual. How about you? Well, he's being nice to Sarah. He did ask how Sarah's doing, but yeah, he's not. He's that Laughing Larry, everybody. AI is coming for our jobs eventually, but not yet. He sucks. He's got
a little more to learn.
He's got a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit more. And let's see what's next. Oh, I know what's next. You guys, you are so welcome. This is a free show. That's right. We want you to get your comedy, everybody.
Yes.
Get your comedy. That being said, you should still support the show. All right, as a thank you. And there's a really easy way to do it, a really free way to do it. That's give everybody you see a follow. That's right. During everyone's sets, I'm going to go ahead and drop their social media handles both on my screen and down in the chat. Give them a follow. You can see if they have new content, if they're going to be performing near you. Also, at the very least, it's going to help out their algorithm. That's right. Bump their numbers. Just do it. That being said, if you're feeling, words here, if you're feeling generous, there's a word that goes there. We won't say no to a donation. We do take donations, you guys. We take Venmo at KO-comedy. We also take PayPal, KOComedyShows@gmail.com. And if you're watching on Twitch, you guys, we take those bits as well. And you guys, we don't just take your money. No. We're going to give you a shout out. That's right. It's the last Sunday of October. So it's the last chance to get your name on the October board. That's right. We're going to stick your name on the donation board. All right. We're going to put your name on the board with something spooky. It's happening. And if you want to stay anonymous, just leave me a note and I will keep you anonymous, but I'll still put something up on the board in honor of you. So, yeah. And let's see, there's one last thing that everyone can do. All right. And it's the most important thing. The very most important thing. This is a comedy show, guys. So enjoy the show. That's what you got to do. All right. That's enough of me. Yes, we love laughs. We love follows. And we love money, says Casey. So. All right, you heard it here. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Speaking of Casey, you can check out his special on Amazon. I suggest you do it right now. You can also follow him on Instagram at Casey's Comedy. You guys give it up for Casey McNeil.
Hey, it's still me. I want to know why everybody bags on Temu. Do you guys use Temu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Where else are you going to get a 90% off on a left-handed cheese knife you can get in just 16 weeks? I saw those psychics. A lot of people have been talking about going to psychics and stuff lately. They brought those psychic hotlines back. Have you seen that? The psychic hotlines advertised on TV again. I saw this advertisement said on this one psychic hotline said when I call up, I can ask for my favorite psychic. So I call them up and ask for Nostradamus. In fairness, they said they knew I was going to make that joke. But no, the thing is about when you go to see a medium or a psychic or whatever live, you're always going to have a curse. Have you guys got the curse yet? Have you had the curse? Oh yeah, I went to the madam, to the psychic lady. She said I had a curse and I was going to have to give her $2,500 or live with it forever. So I got that going for me. I thought I might sign up for something like that and become like I want to twist out though. I want to be the pessimistic psychic. Like I see alcoholism, broken marriage. I see a violent death. I don't know if it's yours or you cause it. That's what I'd like to give people the good news. How come? Okay, now you guys know I have OCD, right? Well, you do now. If you don't, I can repeat it 27 times. I do. I have OCD, and I got a gripe because some people complain that they have OCD, but I don't think they're legitimate disorders, right? Some people say, "Oh, I have that OCD." Oh, you got that? I have that OCD. I say, "Really? What's your problem?" Oh, I just have to be on time. That's my problem. I just don't feel good about myself unless I can be on time for everything. I'm like, that's your disorder? Other people are like, yeah, I'm a workaholic. That's my problem. I just don't know when to quit. I try to compare that to myself. I'm like, my OCD is like organizing things into baggies and worrying about how much earwax I have accumulated. It's not quite the same thing. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't see this doctor. She's looking at my ears. She says, oh, you have a lot of earwax in there. Yeah, nice thing to tell an OCD guy. And I check fucking 17 times a day for earwax. It's not right, man. It's not even right. So what I'm trying to say is, I have ADD also, right? Attention deficit. So I have OCD and ADD. So you know how confusing it is to be perfectionistic and a quitter? Yeah, I majored in ADHD in college. What a week that was. I'm working on that joke. I was only in college long enough to learn. I should have learned the proper meaning of abbreviations. That's my problem. Because, you learn the abbreviations, they can make or break you. Like when you're a sociology major, they call you a soc major. Right? If you're a psychology major, they call you a psych major. Right. And if you're a theater major, they call you unemployed. And so that's why I learned my lesson. Okay. All right. Not so good, but the laughs can be audible. I'll have to earn them. All right. Okay. No, here's why I bring up the OCD. I listen to a fan at night. Like, I don't know, OCD people, we have problems. Like we have to have certain rituals and stuff we go through. So I listened to this video. It's a YouTube video of just a box fan. It's just a box fan that just plays for 9 hours. And I play this sound in addition to my actual fan that I have in the room. It's like an OCD thing or whatever. But here's the thing about this box fan video. 15 million views. Now, how are we going to fucking crack the code on metrics? This thing's got 15 million views. Like, hey, did you see Casey's comedy special got 100,000 views? Well, he's no box fan. Yeah, and it's weird. Yeah, I have nightmares of I'm going to show up at the comedy studio on a Tuesday night. There's going to be a fucking fan juggling puppies or something. Yeah, they're taking our jobs, and the algorithms are all weird. The algorithms that decide what kind of ads and stuff you get. I've been getting these ads for mankinis. Yeah, you know what that is? Like a banana sling with shoulder straps on it. I don't know why they thought that would be a good idea for me. I don't know. I got a few compliments. The other thing is that I got a lot of bitches about the online stuff. Okay, because here's the thing. Like, I also get ads for yachts. By the way, yachts for me. And I look inside because I never saw inside a yacht. So I'm like looking at the staterooms and all that stuff. And then I start getting the ads more and more. So I start looking at them and comparing the yachts. Then I get to be some quasi expert. I'm like, oh, look at this one. It's a 72-foot flush deck pilot house for only $499,000. Meanwhile, my debit card got declined for a cheeseburger at Burger King the other day. Yeah, and I was at the drive-thru too, so the guy's got the card. He's like running the card. I was like, they look like, dude, this cheeseburger got declined. I'm like, come on, man. Can you try running it again without the cheese? That's the fucking joke, you guys. All right. And then they have these things on the social media stuff. People create memes, and they should have some, like, there should be some qualifying thing. Like, not just everybody should be able to create a fucking meme, right? It's like, I see this meme, like, this man, they show this guy, he's inside one of these steel tubes, right? It says, this man spent his entire life in an iron lung, and he earned a law degree. What's your excuse? I'm like, well, for one thing, I don't even have an iron lung. And then the filters that they have on all the social media, like they go, like filters to make your face look funny, or to put a GIF on it, or emoji and all that. What I need is a breathalyzer filter. On Facebook. So, like, so something that prohibits me from making any posts if I'm too fucked up. So, like, before I make a post, I have to breathe into it and say, oh, I'm sorry, sir. You're too wasted. Your choices are yes or shrug emoji. And here's the thing, the fucking weird memes. Okay, getting back to the memes. Here's one. They try to be very touching, okay? Here's one I want to read for you. When you get through those tough times on your own, you don't really care who stays in your life anymore. John Wick. Now, I'm not sure that John Wick actually said that, but his body count alone is inspiring. Here's another one, though. This is what I love. I love this. Surround yourself with people who will fight for you in rooms you're not in. Let me tell you something. If a fight breaks out about you, and you're not even fucking here, I'm getting out of there. I'm not fucking sticking around and fight for you, fucking room you're not in. Here's the other thing I'm waiting for is Hallmark themed porn. Where they can have stepmom, big city stepmom returns to her hometown and discovers Christmas and love again while stuck in a dryer. Okay, you guys ready for a good show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, now you make the noise. That's great. Make the noise. Keep making the noise. We got a great show for you tonight. Coming to the stage. Up first, a good friend of mine from Chicago. You've seen her at the Improv, the Laugh Factory, and all over. Denise Medina.
Woo! Thank you so much. It's so good to be here. I'm so excited to be here. Everybody's asking me what I'm going to be for Halloween, and I said drunk. Look at me. I look like I can suck down a Chardonnay, It's red wine, to be exact. And sometimes a margarita. So I got my kid a costume. She wanted to be Freddy Krueger. And I thought I'd save a little money because, I went to Halloween Spirit or Spirit Halloween, and the costume's like, it's expensive, just like $35 for the sweater. I'm like, I'm going to save a little money. So I went to Goodwill. I got a sweater that it wasn't red and green. It was red and gray. Okay, big deal. So what? I got a hat from Walmart. I got like fake claws from Walmart. Didn't spend a lot of money. I bring the costume home and she's complaining because instead of it looking, to me, it looked like Freddy Krueger, but to her, it looked like something I'd get on Temu, like Freddie Cooper, Who the hell is Freddie Cooper? I don't know, but he's pretty scary too. Maybe he's a cousin of Freddy Krueger. So, my in-laws find me attractive, but they tell me in a weird kind of way. Instead of calling me a tall drink of water, they're Mexican. So they call me a tall drink of horchata. Because I'm sweet, I'm white, and not good for their son. They call me whore for short. I told my husband I'm pansexual, and he said, pansexual, what the hell is that? What does that mean, pansexual? I had to explain it to him. I said, listen, pansexual means I will have sex with you for every pan you wash. So he's not in this room here tonight. And I suspect that he's washing the neighbor's pans. So I do have 2 kids. I have one of each. I have a girl on the honor roll. Yes. And a girl on the TikTok. Hey. And I shouldn't say this, but she is so dumb. She is so dumb. She tried to hide the fact that she was smoking in her room. So she cut a giant hole out of her screen. Like what? Like the little holes weren't working fast enough? Oh. And they don't believe anything I have to say. And I think it's because of all the lies I told them when they were little, We'll be there in 10 minutes. There's a lightning storm. The pool is closed. I love your dad. So I'm actually a frustrated empty nester. And it's going to take me like 3,300 weekends to get rid of all their crap out of my house because my kids have a lot of crap in the house. And every weekend when I push the stuff to the curb, they drag it back in like they live there because they still live there. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. My friends are crying because their kids are leaving. I'm crying because my kids are staying. They're saying goodbye to their baby birds, flying out of the nest. Bye-bye, baby bird. Bye-bye, baby bird. And my baby birds are falling to the ground.
Oh, wow.
Damn. I guess I got to scoop them up and bring them back in before somebody calls animal control, And I think it's because of all the parenting mistakes I made. I made the number 2 parenting mistake. The number 1 parenting mistake is killing your kids. The number 1 parenting mistake is killing your kids. Like, I worried that I'd accidentally kill them when they were babies. And when they were teenagers, I was worried I would kill them on purpose. Parenting is just stages of intent is what it is, Oh, man. But the number 2 parenting mistake is trying to make your kids happy. Oh, anybody trying to make your kids happy? No, you're smarter than me. Don't do it. It's never going to happen. Don't try to make them happy. I was like the Jerry Maguire of parenting because I'm like, help me, help you. And they're the Cuba Gooding Juniors. They're like, show me the money. Show me the money. Oh. Because, they want to go to the mall and get those fancy lattes at the coffee shop, and they want to get the nails and the lashes. And I'm just like, oh, you deplete me. Because they're amateurs at life, but they act like they're MVP players, and I'm the sports agent, Jerry Maguire. And I'm like, oh, man, don't try to make your kids happy. My kids will be upstairs texting me from upstairs. Like the call is coming from inside the house. And they're texting, hey, Mom, can you bring me some water? Hey, Mom, can you give me some Chipotle? Hey, Mom, can you buy me a car? And I'm an idiot. I've done all those things. And I'm like so frustrated. I find myself just yelling upstairs, pretend I'm dead. Just pretend I'm dead. So they pawned all my jewelry. Driving my car. They had a GoFundMe for my dog. And a celebration of life in my house. Yeah, that's what's going on here. And I'd like to thank you for being here. I love doing shows online. And I know shows have opened up live. And I just got to warn you, when you are going out there watching live shows, you've got to be careful because there are people out there who are acting like garbage. They don't know how to behave. I heard that a woman gave a hand job at a comedy club.
Yeah.
And the mom in me was appalled because you shouldn't be giving out handies unless you have enough for everyone. I'm Denise Medina. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, Denise. Yeah, I tell you, you're lucky if you got empty nester syndrome, Denise, because like so many kids now, adult age children living with their parents. Let me tell you something. I'm 64 years old. I do not let any of my adult age children live with me. Okay, no way. Because I live with my parents. Adulting is a scam, man. Don't ever move out. Yeah, it's just temporary till my own kids can take me in. Then I'll. But you're talking about people give compliments. Isn't it weird? Like you have one of those friends that's like they're really nice to you, but they give ambiguous compliments, right? Like they go, "Oh, I see you got a haircut." Not a compliment, right? Interesting outfit you have on. Not a compliment. Yeah, so no joke there, but I don't like those people. All right. You guys ready for some more comedy?
Yeah.
Our next comic, give an extra round of applause for being a Navy veteran. Yay. And she might have seen her on Raw and Uncut Comedy. Please put your hands together for Misty Bombay.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 4, 3 to the 2. How many guys in this room have I screwed? 0. So it's going to be a good night tonight, right? You ever walk into a room and you're like, oh, I just really hope nobody I screwed is in here tonight. Like, oh, I just don't want it to be weird tonight. It'll be a weird room, right? Weird room. I am Misty Von B. I am an MBA, right? Most beautiful anus. I am also a PHR, okay? Privateer, right? Yes. And I am really an MBA and a PHR, and they probably will kick me off of both of those situations for saying those jokes. I am Misty Von B, Misty to the Von to the V to the good energy. I used to do Uber. I've done over 1,000 trips. People always ask me, do you have any weapons? Do you have a knife or anything in your car to protect yourself? I'm like, no, I don't have anything, but I have a sharp clitoris. It's rough and it's tough. Rough and tough, you know, it's mean, sometimes green, but not always. So, you know, they're like, you know, well, I had an ex-boyfriend who gave me a multi-tool, but it was kind of one of those like, you know, little multi-tools that are not really very useful. I was like, you better, I'll be in a situation where somebody's trying to rob me or something. And I'd be like, you better back up. I'll file the hell out your nails. You better back up. you better back up. You better not have a butt plug in your butt because I have a corkscrew. You better back up. You know? Halloween is upon us. I find myself getting Botox. I'm like, I had the worst fear of Hellraiser growing up, and now I'm like, who's the pinhead now? Who is the pinhead now? I'm almost 40. I love salons. Salons like the scariest thing ever. Like, never take your kids to a salon. They're ripping stuff, and You know, they're playing the nice jazz music, but they got all this stuff going on. They get people getting blood facials and putting slime on their face. You know, it's like a whole like Michael Jackson Thriller. I'm trying to sign up to get into the salon. I look in the back. All I see is somebody in the back talking about. I'm like, what is she on? I'm trying to get on whatever she's on. Give me two of those. Two of those. That's how I go to the salon, right? But it's getting really cold. Elections coming up. You know, it's going to be a very scary time for lots of Democrats. Halloween, you know, Trumpkin head returns possibly. Possibly Trumpkin head returns. Very scary time also for Republicans and also some white people. Are you afraid of the dark president? Right? I found myself trying to get beautified the other day, and I wanted some powder for my face. I go to Amazon, and the top 2 powders to choose from are white shoulders or white diamonds. I didn't want to smell like an old grandma, so I chose white shoulders. So every time I put on my white shoulders, I'm always like, Lord forbid it would have been black shoulders. You know, had to put on my white shoulders every day to make my life, you know, a little bit brighter. But anyway, that's a terrible joke. I'm here in Oklahoma, and we had a fashion show where it was like it was an African-American fashion show. But I noticed that this guy, he was wearing on the runway, he had on some overalls with like a Native American type of situation going on. And I was wondering, how come he didn't wear a dashiki, right? Did he put on the dashiki and then couldn't catch a cab? Did he put on the dashiki and he couldn't get a job? And then they put on the Native American thing and automatically somebody handed him some cheese. He said, oh yeah, this the one right here. That joke slays in Oklahoma. Y'all might think that's a little racist. I hope it's racist. That joke slays in Oklahoma. Commodity cheese. We all had it. I'm also Native American, so I can bash my own people. But anywho, somebody's gonna get me for that later. It's cold outside, right? I remember when I was a little girl and I really wanted that first down coat. Y'all remember that first down coat? That was like real puffy and it was expensive and stuff. When I was in middle school, we couldn't afford to get that. So I asked my mom, could we get the Old Navy version, the fake version that was like green or navy blue, it was like a fake puffer. She was like, no. So finally, it went on clearance and I finally got me one. I had me one and I'm wearing it long after everybody else had already worn it, right? I'm wearing the puffer. It's my first day of school in the winter when it's time to wear, the coat. It's Monday. It's Monday morning. I'm hyped up. I'm ready to go. And I didn't know why nobody was wearing it anymore. But when I put it on, all of a sudden, feathers everywhere, like snowflakes everywhere, flying everywhere, right? So I'm like, oh, snap. When I get to school, it's going to be feathers everywhere. I'm going to be so embarrassed. I said, screw it. I got my coat. I'm ready. I'm walking around like George Jefferson. I'm ready. I'm confident, right? So I get on the bus to get ready to go to school. Our bus had high school and middle schoolers together. That's how they do the district. And I get on the bus and everybody's pointing at me. They're laughing at me. They're smiling at me. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a good day. I finally got me, I got a good coat. They noticed I got a good coat. Feathers are going everywhere. Feathers all over the bus. I'm pretending like I don't see this, right? Yeah. So I get down the bus and the best looking guy in high school says, hey, you girl, come sit by me. And I'm like, cool, it's going to be a real good day, right? So when I sat down next to him, he did the most romantic gesture. He did his hand like this on my neck. There was a roach on my neck. Oh. And when he made that gesture, the roach flew into the air and the roach was pregnant and the pregnant egg went to the other side of the room into a roach explosion all across the bus. They was calling me Roach Neck all week.
Oh, man.
Hey, yo, Roach Neck. They even made a song about it. They go, from the window to the wall.
Oh, my God.
To the roach fall off that tall girl's neck. Yes. I don't know if I made my time yet or not, but I've been Misty Von B. Misty to the Von to the B to the good energy.
Yeah, Misty Von B. Let her know. Great set.
Thank
Glad
you.
to have
Thank
you
you.
here. Yeah, where do you live, Misty?
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, so that's not cold. Cold.
Well, it gets cold in the winter.
Oh man, are you kidding me? I'm from Michigan. Man,
Oh,
Michigan,
yeah.
we didn't even have 4 seasons. We only had 2. We call them 9 months of snow and 3 months of risky ice fishing.
Wow.
Yeah, Michigan was discovered by Vikings. You guys know that? These are people, Scandinavians that traveled fucking 5,000 miles to choose a new home just as fucking miserable as the one they came from.
Wow.
Glad to have you. Give her another hand, Misty Von B.
Wow, thank you.
Let's go to the board. What's up, Annie?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, you guys. Yes, I promised if you guys support the show with donations, I'm going to give you a shout out. So let's shout some people out, you guys. Let's shout some people out. You guys, first up, he's here every week. He loves the bong of the month. You guys give it up for William Reynolds dropping $15. Here's another Halloween bong just for you, William. That's right. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's definitely creepy. Also, you guys, would it be a Sunday night without the wonderful Abigail Hydrangea Brown over on Twitch? Abigail, thank you so much. Abigail likes frogs and toads. I punched in creepy toad. That's what came up. Abigail, we're going to go ahead and tuck this right over here above you, another toad of yours. Let's do it. So thank you so much, Abigail. And you guys, big shout out for Pablo. Give it up for Pablo, dropping $25 on the board. Pablo, nothing says Halloween like a creepy Frankenstein. So let's go. We got you a creepy Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And I put you right up here next to Abigail. So you guys, thank you so much for supporting the show. If you guys are just getting here and you want to get your own names up there, it's pretty easy, you guys. We take Venmo at KO-Comedy. We also take PayPal, KOComedyShows@gmail.com. And if you're watching over on Twitch like Abigail, we take those bits as well. And as you see, it's the last Sunday of the month of October. So it's nothing but spooky stuff tonight. Nothing but spooky stuff. We'll have a whole new board next week when we get into, next week is a time change, huh? Oh, you guys, extra hour sleep. Let's go. All right, let's get back to the show. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Give it up for your absolutely amazing host, you guys, is Casey McNeil.
Hey, I got a question about ghosts. How come ghosts never haunt like Neil deGrasse Tyson's house or something? You know, like I've never seen a scientist with a haunting. You know, I don't know. Something there.
Because you have to believe in them. They won't come to you if you don't believe, Casey.
Oh, that's that. Okay. Yeah, that must be. Here's the other thing I don't know. It's like these guys that have the voice boxes. You know, what do they call them? The ghost can talk through the phone. The app. You know what? You guys don't know this stuff?
The Ouija board? The Ouija board?
No. They have a device that the ghost can talk through, and it makes words. It says words. It answers their questions and stuff.
What? Oh.
Yes, you have to watch some of these shows. Yeah,
the spectrometer or something like that.
Yeah, right. So what I want to know is like myths about ghosts. For one thing, why do you think a ghost can predict the future? Like they don't fucking know what the future or like or the ghosts always tell the truth. You know, like, is this the ghost of George Washington? Yes. Like I'd be the biggest fucking ghost liar that there is. I'd be pranking everybody, man. Okay, you guys ready for some more show? Yeah, I think so. Why not? We're going to go down to the Southwest right now. You might have seen her at the House of Comedy in Scottsdale or Mic Drop Mania. All the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Please put your hands together for Kate Burrell.
Hi, thank you for having me over Zoom. I'm from Phoenix and I don't know what cold is. Like, what is that? You're just talking about cold weather and I'm like, 100 degrees. So
Wow.
I'm happy to be staying home for this show because even if I don't spend money, I feel like walking out the door makes me broke.
Yeah.
It sucks being broke during a political season. I'm getting those campaigns that were texting me things like, we need $5. And I'm like, me too. Lately, I've been getting phone calls and text messages from a company that I just heard of. And they're called We Won't Stop Calling, We Won't Stop Texting. And I assume they're named after the answer to the question, what happens if I block you? I would love for people to just donate to me. I'm not running for office at all. I have one very simple campaign, and it's just getting my life back together. That's it. That is it. I went out to dinner with a guy. We both support local businesses in our area. I also support free dinner. Maybe he doesn't support free dinner, but I do. I'm like, it's a break for me. So we sit at the local restaurant, and the vibe is good, and we're being served by our waitress. But then halfway through, we're being served by the manager. The manager takes a liking to this guy and I. And then it occurs to me, the reason she's taken a liking to us is because we're giving off some little kid energy. Like when we asked for gin and juice, the manager brought us only juice in a sippy cup. No, I'm kidding. It was a small cup, but I was like, this isn't for shots. I could tell. She's also looking over at the guy, and he has pasta. And so she's looking at him and his pasta, and she's like, do you want more coverage for your shirt? She's basically asking him if he wants a bib without saying, do you want a bib? I almost stood up for the guy. I was like, ma'am, he's 40. He's 30. He's an adult. And then she looked at my meal, and she's just like, oh, congratulations. Not only did you finish your meal and it's empty, your meal also came with vegetables. She might as well just given us some crayons and just put the toy in the to-go bag and then just told us we were past curfew. Done all that. Speaking of little kid energy, I am rooting for pop girly Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, but if you've seen her, or if you Google her, she looks like if Madonna was also Tinkerbell. Like I could see her getting arrested for being too sexually provocative at one of her concerts and then being mistaken as a child during said arrest. She's tiny, she's hot, and I cannot relate to those things, but good for her. When a person has that much confidence, you have to root for them. The only thing Sabrina Carpenter and I have in common is that people think this hair is a wig. So Sabrina Carpenter has had a big 2024. Last time people had heard of Sabrina Carpenter, she was tied to Olivia Rodrigo in 2021, specifically January 2021. There was two things going on during that time. The White House got invaded, and then Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo's Disney Channel original love triangle put a bunch of adults in a chokehold. It's fascinating. And both of them are thriving in their careers now. It's just Olivia is now tripping on stages. Like she'll fall into holes on stage and then she just gets up like it's nothing. Because, yeah, I knew she'd be okay when she did that. I was like, she's just going through a stage. It's fine. She gets back up. Sabrina, on the other hand, her career is just getting started. And, Sabrina's career is just getting started. I thought that was a ghost for a second. I'm sorry. It's been like forever since I've done a Zoom show. I'm being haunted. It might have been a Sabrina Carpenter fan. Like, what? Sabrina Carpenter may or may not be responsible for Eric Adams getting indicted. Allegedly. I don't know if there are any lawyers watching. I'm just saying what I've heard. Like last year, she got permission to film in a church for her music video Feather. Feather is the music video where Sabrina Carpenter murders a bunch of men, and she somehow looks more innocent in that video than Eric Adams does in real life. That might be Feather. So Sabrina got permission in the church by the Monsignor, and that Monsignor is connected to Eric Adams' former chief of staff, who was doing suspicious stuff. So the FBI's looked into that. And do you think Sabrina Carpenter lives rent-free inside Eric Adams' head? Like, she's literally little enough to just be in his head. Like, literally little. Like, I want to know if Eric Adams doesn't like her, because, like, he can't pray to God that a situation improves. Jesus was a carpenter, too. I just want to know what it's like for Eric Adams when he just sits in a car and he's being driven around by somebody. And then the car stereo starts playing Sabrina's song Espresso. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, isn't that sweet? And I bet Eric Adams is just like, no, it is not sweet. She may have indicted me. All right. So my name is Kate Burrell, and if you like what I do, please do follow me at Kate Burrell Comedy on Instagram. Thank you, guys. Woo.
Hey, Kate Burrell, let her know. Glad to have you here, man. Arizona is hot, you guys. I used to live there. Last time, I used to live in Phoenix and Scottsdale. My mom lived in Tucson for like 30 years. And the last time I was there, it was so hot, I saw a dog running down the street. 3 trees were chasing it. The other thing, here's the thing about the you guys been getting the email messages from politicians. I've been getting these email messages from politicians, and they're addressed directly to me, right? So they have my name, and it says Casey, our democracy is in jeopardy. And yeah, he's like, saving our country is all up to you now, Casey. Like, you guys pinned your hopes on me? Hey, you think Biden's not up to the task? If I go to the bank and the dry cleaners in the same day, I need a fucking nap. Besides, I never passed a background check. I'm still hiding the TV from Rena Center. Like, fuck you, Finger Hut. You never catch me. Columbia Record House people. Yeah, Missy, you got to be in the right room for that fucking Finger Hut joke. You know, Finger Hut's a credit card for poor people, you guys. Okay. You guys ready for some more show? Oh, man, we're going to go all the way to Connecticut for this next guy. You might have seen him at Cellar on Treadwell. Please put your hands together for Danny Bazongas.
Thank you. Danny Bazongas coming to you from Portland, Connecticut. Yeah. We're not really big and popular like the other Portlands. I mean, we don't have cool stuff like lobsters or fentanyl. I had a bit of a rough morning today. I don't know if anybody has ever done this, but has anybody else ever put some food in the microwave and then entered your ATM pin into the keypad? I really don't recommend it, because then you get a banking fee with your breakfast. And insufficient funds will cook it too. So I just recently had a birthday. I just turned 55. Woo! And, what sucks about that is for an entire year, Sammy Hagar can't drive me anywhere. Okay, I got to ask this. So does anybody have this one friend that when you try to better yourself, they make it about them? say you want to quit drinking. They'll say, good, more beer for me. Or if you want to become a vegetarian, they'll say, good, more meat for me. I mean, the kind of friend that if you told them you were gay would say, good, more chicks for me. Yeah, man, they're all yours, dude, because your gay friend don't want none of them no more, so have at it, buddy. Really supportive friend there, right? So I don't have any kids. I have cats, and yes, I know those aren't like real kids because my 16-year-old cat doesn't want to borrow the car. And my 18-year-old cat is not going to move out. And, well, 18 is kind of old for a cat, so she doesn't move much anyway. However, my cat can cut the grass by yelling at it. She's a lawn meower. Lawn meower. So, like I said, I'm 55, but my wife is 6 years older than me. So technically, I'm married to a senior citizen. And I got to tell you, I enjoy taking her out to dinner, taking her out to the movies, because I get discounts everywhere. Seriously, you're all dating out there? Date senior citizens. You can get $4 cheaper at the movies, man. It's freaking awesome, man. And you should date some senior citizens, man. Show them some love too, man. So, the other day I was dumping out some corn from dinner down the kitchen sink. And my wife said, don't dump that down the drain. It goes into the septic tank. I said, would that be the same septic tank that's connected to the toilet? She said, yeah. I said, well, where did you think the corn we ate was going to go? And okay, this is weird. I work with a guy who laughs at nothing. Now I don't know if you run into these people. They have great sense of humor. They love jokes. They just never laugh. He's the kind of guy that just goes, nice. Oh. Which is not as bad as my 16-year-old nephew. He's far worse. He doesn't laugh at my jokes either. He just says, "Yow, that's wild." This is so detrimental to a comedian. So, I like to do some gardening, and I was not quite understanding this, but my garden, the plant food I was using, it stunk. It was stinky, man. It was horrible. I couldn't understand what was smelling so bad. Finally, I looked at the back, and the main ingredient is chicken shit. No, I mean chicken shit. I don't mean it was afraid to fight me. It's fecal matter from a chicken, basically. So, but I do like to tell my plants jokes. I like to work out my routines on my plants, and they don't quite understand my jokes. But I think that they maybe tell jokes to each other that I don't understand as well. I can picture my zucchinis being like, "Hey, Fred, what's up, Joe? Hey, check it out, photosynthesis." Where do you get this shit, man? I don't know. It just falls out of the sky. I think my biggest fear telling my plants jokes is that they heckle me. Come on. Nobody here wants a vegetable heckle, man. That would be the worst heckle there is. I couldn't take that. I like if my bell pepper was like telling me, "Hey, you suck," I'd be like, "Look, you eat shit, okay? I feed you chicken shit. And you know what I do? I take the peppers off of you, I throw them to the chickens, and those chickens eat up your babies. They eat them up all, and they shit them out, and I feed you back your chicken shitted babies." To which the plant says, "Well, thank you. That's quite nutritious, man." Feeding plants to animals to get fertilizer, you're onto something there, man. Yeah, so we're coming up on Halloween, and I remember as a kid, some of you remember those horrible plastic masks we had and those apron things you had to wrap around you. it was worse because I wanted to be Casper the Ghost. So I was 5 years old, and my 14-year-old brother took me to the store, and they didn't have Casper. They had Carl the Ghost. Carl the Ghost. And as a normal 5-year-old, I threw a tantrum. And as my 14-year-old brother had to de-escalate this quickly, he's like, "What are you talking about? Carl's the coolest ghost ever. Oh, you'll be so jealous." I mean, he totally gaslit me to believing that Carl the Ghost was, like that. But, I was just cruising around town with my Emperor's New Clothes like, "Oh, you don't know Carl the Ghost?" No, get out of here. So I went to the doctor's last week, and he told me to cut back on the square dancing. Yeah, he lowered my dosage. Also, my doctor asked if I was taking anything for depression, and was not surprised when I said carrot cake. He said it's not healthy to treat depression with cake. And I said, "Well, what would your healthy alternative be?" And he said, "Well, drugs, of course. Here, take these drugs right now. And yes, it will triple your chances of heart attack and stroke, but you won't be sad. So go ahead and take those, man." I can't do it. I just love cake, man. I love going to the cake websites, right? Looking at all the cakes. And the best part about that, when you're looking at a cake website, a pop-up asks if you'll accept all the cookies. Hell yeah, I'll accept the cookies. Come on, brownies, pies, bring it all in, man. However, I think there are some here that do not like cake. And I will say this to you. Good. More cake for me. Thank you for my time tonight.
Hey, Danny Bazaris. He has plant hecklers, ladies and gentlemen. I started comedy in Utah. And Utah, man, is we got Mormon hecklers. Here's my impression of a Mormon heckler. Excuse me, you are somewhat less than we had anticipated. Okay. So you guys ready to bring this train home? Yeah, well, we got a great comic for you coming up to the stage right now from Los Angeles. You've seen her on TV. Her credits include Standup and Deliver. She's a writer for the LA Times. Please put your hands together for Jennifer Valley.
Jennifer Valley's here, everybody. Give it up for me. Now, I haven't done Zoom for a long time, but when I was doing Zoom, I did about 100 shows, right? And this is why I'm standing up and most of you are sitting, because this is what I learned after doing 100 shows. This is really about as close as I can get to the camera and still look fuckable. I'm close like this, and they're like, "Back it up, oldie hon, back it up, back it up." Back it up. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the sweet spot right here. This is where I'm looking youthful and dewy and fuckable. Hello. Goede avond, dames en heren. Mijn naam is Jennifer Valley. Sorry, I just got back from Amsterdam. I am Dutch. I did shows there. It was pretty fun. But the reason I went was I was sprinkling my mother's ashes. My mother's from the Netherlands. My father's from Indonesia. And she died about 5 years ago. So my sister and I went to scatter her ashes. And here's an interesting fact. In the Netherlands, they tend to bury couples on top of each other. I don't know if they do that. Like my uncle was on the bottom. My aunt was on the top. One gravestone. And so my sister and I sprinkled my mother around on top of them. So finally, in death, she got her wish. She was a three-way. Yay! My little Dutch horror mother. Yay! So listen, I have used my uterus for what it's intended. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! 2 kids. Yahoo! Clap if you got kids or whatever. Yeah, I have got 2 daughters, 1 of each. What the fuck? Okay, I'll tell you. I got 1 straight daughter and 1 gay daughter. Woo! Clap if you got a gay daughter or a gay friend or... Oh, Jesus. Okay, if you're not clapping, please go home and look in your closet. You have an auntie in there with a boy's regular haircut, a plaid shirt, and she fosters dogs. Let her out to live her best with her friend Sandy. I don't know. I have no idea why your friend's name is Sandy. Yeah, my daughter, she came out slowly like the kids do. They don't want to be right out. So she told me that her sexuality is fluid. That's the new thing. When I was coming up, it was one or the other, but now it's fluid. Her sexuality is fluid. Not so fluid, her bank account. Why she still lives at home at 25. It's like, get a job, dyke. I'm kidding. That's mean. That's horrible. My gay daughter just married a non-binary person. Woo! Look at me. I got it all going on. Yeah. Gay daughter, non-binary partner. Finally, I've got a them-in-law. Them-in-law. That's the pronouns, right? Like Casey, I smoke weed. Woo! Where's my smokers? Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I've been smoking weed a long time. I dig it. My two favorite things, wine and weed. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. A little more weed these days because I found out when I was drink too much, I end up making out with comics. Yikes! Ooh, scary. Talk about scary. Ooh, making out with comics. Yeah. So I love the weed. And I envy the people that are smoking now. I'm sure you do too, Casey. You envy them because you can walk in. I'm in Los Angeles. There's a dispensary on every corner. You can just walk in. It's like a smorgasbord. You can get your indica, your sativa, your gummies, your dabs, your tinctures, your vapes. In my day, when I first started buying weed, I had to go to a dude's apartment and pet an iguana. Every weed dealer had a critter. I don't know why. It's like, hey, speed it up. I got kids in the car. Give me my dime bag. Zippity doodah. I had one pot dealer that had an Oscar fish. Does anybody know what an Oscar fish is? It's like a fish that eats other fish, right? So we'd have an Oscar fish in a tank, and he'd have goldfish next to that tank. So every time someone wanted a dime bag, he insisted that you take a little netting scoop, take a goldfish out, put it in the Oscar tank, and he'd chase it around and gobble it up. Business was so good when I was there one night. This Oscar fish had like fins sticking out of its mouth. It's like, enough already. Enough. I'm going to turn bulimic. Please stop selling dime bags. Now, I don't know if you guys recognize me or not, but I have done probably 100 infomercials. Woohoo! Woo! Infomercials. Woo. Yeah, I've done like 100. So I'm the person you see on your TV between 2 and 4 in the morning, selling whatever. Usually it's like facial products, makeup, things in this. It sounds cool. It sounds all bitchin' like, Jennifer Valley, the queen of infomercials. But here's the thing. Most of those commercials are for something that's wrong with me. I've done like 40 for bags under the eyes. It's like, come on already. Okay, and let me tell you, after all these potions, tinctures, lotions, blah, 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 I maybe look 5 minutes younger. Sorry, nothing worse. What I did for bags under the eyes, was a DIY hack. And what they did is they put spoons in the freezer, right? Frozen. Mm-hmm. And then I would take them out and I would do this. But the production crew, not so smart. One set of spoons. So immediately it was like, they were warm. So it didn't work. So they had a brilliant idea. What are we going to do? So they took Preparation H. Everybody knows what happens, right? Shrinks hemorrhoidal tissues. Put it on the spoons. I went like this. Bags are gone. But my face smelled like ass. What? Okay, here was one of the most ridiculous ones. The one that was really ridiculous was called the Secret Lift Pro. What's a Secret Lift Pro? Okay, I'll tell you. It's like a headband, an elastic headband with tape on it. So you tape up your skin here, right? You go through your hairline, pull all this shit up, and it was this Secret Lift Pro because you know why, folks? This is fuckable. This is not. Fuckable, not fuckable. Fuckable. Woo! So youthful. I thought, what kind of piece of the Secret Lift Pro? Okay. So I said, I'm never going to use a Secret Lift Pro. God damn it. If not like a month later, I had to get a new passport photo. Bet I whipped out the Secret Lift Pro. Oh, wait, what's going on with my hair? I whipped out the Secret Lift Pro and I, put that sucker on, went to the AAA. That's where you get your photos taken. And there I was like this. And, the passport lasts 10 years, and I look 10 years younger. So like 10 years, you're going to be like, who is that? And I'll go, it's me, the fuckable Jennifer Valley. Yeah, I'm a senior citizen, but still good. Sneak that shit in. Oh my God, I did a show the other night, and this male comic, ladies, you can relate to this. This male comic was talking about how big his penis is. Oh, such a burden. His penis is so big. I don't know who he's trying to impress, because, you know, he was going on and on about this 12-inch penis. And I'm like, yeah, okay, so women have like a 6-inch vagina. So what the, you know, we're not impressed. So far you can go, you know what I mean? And then I kind of feel bad for this guy, you know, 6-inch vagina, 12-inch penis, you know? So then I was thinking, oh, you know, here in LA, we have this thing called an ADU. I don't know if you have that where you live. And that's like an additional dwelling unit. Everybody's building houses behind their houses. So I'm thinking, for this 12-inch dick guy, he could have an additional dick unit. You know what I mean? I could make out like 6 inches of it, and he could make money. He could fuck 2 people at once. I don't know how to work. It'd be like an in-law suite. That's an in-law suite at your penis. No, I guess you can't do that. Huh? I don't know. I am single. What? 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 How can this be? No. Yeah, I am single, and I needed a +1 for my daughter's wedding. And I didn't know what to do, you know, so my therapist suggested, that's right, I have a therapist. He suggested a website called Hinge. Does anybody ever don't know what Hinge is? It's a dating website where you, it's through Instagram. So supposedly, you know, you can look at them and see if you know people in common. So anyway, you put 6 pictures, hopefully from this century. A lot of them don't. And you answer 6 prompts, you know, tell people what you like, what you don't like. You know, I'm liberal, I like to smoke weed, I'm pro-choice, blah, blah, blah. I put my age range like 45 to 65 because I'm a normal person. Filled out my thing, went to bed, woke up the next morning. This lady had 89 likes. Woo! 89 likes. Yeah, that's right, 89 likes. Unfortunately, 75 of them were for guys under 25. Ew. And they're all saying the same thing. Oh, I'll be your sugar baby. You want to be my sugar mama? It's like, this mama need her own sugar. Sorry. Need my own sugar. I'm not going to take care of you. I took care of my kids. I'm not taking care of you, you know, just because you've got a 12-inch dick that has room for an ADU. No. Here's the dealio with guys under 25. All their pictures are the same. They're all shirtless gym selfies in front of the mirror like this, right? They have the abs, 2, 4, 6, you know, a bunch of abs, right? It's like, you know what? I'm over 50. You're going to break my hip. That's too tough. That's too much. Too much. Now, here's the dealio with guys under 25. Under likes. Now, I didn't know what this was. I'm a little older. A lot of the guys put as their like pegging. I had no idea what this was. You know, I'm older. I said, pegging, what's this? Do they all like playing cribbage? Ooh, these kids are cool. Does anybody out there know what pegging is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you don't know, pegging is, I can't even believe I'm saying it out loud. Pegging is when a woman puts on a strap in and screws the guy from behind. What? I'm not doing that much work. a lot of ab work. You know what I'm talking about? So since I'm older, this is how I peg guys. This is how I do it. I marry them, take half their shit after I divorce them, and then screw their brother. That's how you peg a guy with no props. All right, thanks. That's my time. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Wiggle.
Let her hear it. Let Jennifer Valley.
At Jen Valley.
Yeah, they keep coming up with more and more weed products, which I'm glad about. I just, you know, they've got a patch now.
Well, really?
Yeah, it's great news for me now. I can smoke weed while I'm sleeping. Yeah, give her another hand, Jennifer Valley, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a great show. Danny Bazangas, Misty Von B. Who else was with us? Kate Burrell. And I'm missing somebody. Denise Medina. Give them all a hand. We love them very much. We love all of you. Let's go to the board. Is there anything else to say? Oh, look at all those wonderful people on the board who gave us money. We love them.
Oh, I didn't have my mic on. There it is. It's on now.
There it is.
Thank you so much, you guys, for supporting KO. This is the last Sunday of the month, so this is the board. Collectively, we appreciate everyone. Abigail H. Brown and William, thank you so much for your consistency and being here every week. We really appreciate you guys. Also, big shout out to Pablo, who joined us tonight. Thank you so much for donating to the show. And from the rest of this month, you guys, big shout outs to Evil Dave and Evil Dave. We've got Ian Rice, Oscar Felix, Anonymous, everybody that supported. Lorna Batters, you guys, once again, thank you so much for being a part of this show this last month. We appreciate all of you. And Twitch, you guys, always a blast hanging out with you guys as well. If you guys want to come join us sometime in the Zoom room, you are always welcome, Twitch. That's right. Just go to kocomedy.com, sign up for the email. You'll get the links to all of our shows. We do this 7 days a week, you guys. So come on through. We even have some Zoom exclusive shows. Every Friday night, we have the after party. That's right. This week it is going down with Bianca Red. Next week, it'll be Sarah Green and Lorna Batters. Come on through. It's always a blast. Also, this Friday, we've got Michael Madgett hosting, and Comedy in English is here. They are back. You guys, tomorrow, we've got the same old, same old. It's always fun. Chirping Bird Comedy going down at 5 p.m. Pacific. Mark Anthony will be there. And it's all we'll find out if Judah will be there tomorrow night. Judah Friedlander might be there. Yeah, he's a regular over there. Tuesday, Digital Slumber Party is back. Wednesday, Dustin has a podcast. That's going to be a Comedy Hub exclusive. And on Thursday, you guys, we are having a special Halloween special. Yeah, sure. We're having a Halloween special on Halloween. That's right. We just found out about it yesterday, so stay with us. Check out all of our social media handles at KO Comedy or at Comedy Hub Live. We will keep you updated on what the special is going to be. We know that Desiree Walsh will be there, Jackie Monahan will be there, I'll be there, and a bevy of others will also be there. So get your favorite costume out and come join us, you guys. It's going to be a blast. All right, you guys, I'm going to throw it back to your amazing host from tonight, all right? And don't forget to check out his special over on Amazon Prime. Also, don't forget to give him a follow, you guys. Come on. It's Casey McNeil at Casey's Comedy. Don't forget that. Casey's Comedy on Instagram. You guys, give it up for Casey McNeil.
Yay, everybody. I want to give a shout out, and thanks again to Danny Bazangas, Denise Medina, Jennifer Valley, Misty Von B, Kate Burrell. We're so glad to have had you here. Thanks for coming again, everybody who is part of our family. We love you so much. The board will be clean and new again next week. We've got a great lineup for you then. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye.
Bye.
And